Okay, Ron, and we have the very last question from a member. Ron, will the notifications go out to me directly if I do not request the higher rates? I do not want to miss out and then have the clock run out.
Okay, there's a lot of fear in that statement and a lot of misconceptions that are causing those fears. You, as a humanitarian, will be given the opportunity to be a humanitarian. Those are the funds. Love One Society has structured things in such a way that the Alliance has asked us to structure it so that everything will be given to the right people and the wrong people won't be getting the funds. And that's a hard one for us to understand. And not, we can understand that, and yet actually doing it is, there's going to be some people who have their hearts broken. I'm sorry for that, but there's nothing that you can do or I can do to make any changes of that because you are who you are. If you're not a humanitarian, you won't be getting the funds. If your heart is not centered on serving other people, there's no reason to give you money because you'll just hoard it and create a family legacy. And that's what the dark sides do. Why would we want to do the same thing that they do? We don't want to do that. So we do things a little bit differently. And when you talk to me, when I talk to you about the alliance, re, contacting you, when the time comes for you to get your funds, they'll contact you and set up a date. Where it goes from there, I don't know. I really don't. How are they going to get to you? I don't know that either. Is it going to who's it? It's going to be somebody that's an agent from the alliance that will conduct that appointment. I just know that can be true, and you're going to get yourself a. I've said God will send you an angel to help you with your stuff. Well, a counselor is that person. It may not be an angel. It may be a resurrected being. It may be somebody in your family previous to this that you love and respect and would take counsel from them. Now, do not get the idea in your mind that the counselor is going to be telling you what to do. What did I say about higher level understanding? They do not do anything unless you ask them. Don't ever ask them to do something for you that you should be doing yourself. Now, it's going to take a little time for some people to get the idea that they can talk to the spirit, hear the voice of the spirit, and and receive revelations about the things that there are important to them in their lives. Who is this a good director for the CAC that I'm building? Well, ask the question and see what the spirit tells you. And if it's the right person, then you'll get a good answer. And if it's not, then you might get I guess that maybe wasn't the right person. There's that's how they're going to communicate with you. They're not going to say, well, you need to choose so and so over there for your CAC for that CAC over there, and then you got another one for the CAC that's next to it, and that's going to have to be this person here. They'll never do that because that is your responsibility. It's a convenience to have a counselor for you. Learn how to use it properly. And discussing things with them is the best way to do that. Find out what they want, how they want to work with you, and how you can work with them and come up with the right answers. True humanitarians will never miss out on the clock running out. That's not going to happen. It's going to happen to those who think they're humanitarians, but their hearts are set on building a legacy for their families. And that's where the separation is going to take place. It's not caused from the alliance. The alliance is pretty set in their ways, and they will do things accordingly to the way that they have planned it. That's a divine plan, and that's the divine way of getting the plan implemented. So you will be contacted. How? I do not know. It might be somebody knocking on your door, and you say, and you'll go to the door, and I don't feel that there's a lot of love coming from this person. I feel comfortable with that. So you answer the door, and there they are. I don't know if that's what it's going to be. Use your imagination. But know this, it's going to happen to you if you are a humanitarian and have been vetted so by the Alliance. And then you've got your ticket to do the humanitarian work that you want to do. Be in service to mankind the rest of your life. Enjoy yourself. Have a great life. That's what it's all about. The golden age of mankind is coming. We are the creators of it. And so when the time comes, we will initiate our creation energies for that, and it will come about. That's just the way it's going to be. So you'll get used to it and focus on it, and it'll be exactly the way you want it. There will be enough of us who get it right that everybody else will have the benefit from it. And the Love One Society programs are just designed for everybody in the world to have a job, if they want one, a contract job. They'll be getting their beneficiary funds. There's no qualifications for those people. So let's just go ahead and let heavens move on us. We're moving up into a greater ascension process. Through the ascension process, we're vibrating higher now. We're going to continue to start vibrating higher and higher and higher, and we'll be surprised how well we do. But that's because the power of God is working through us. This is His plan. And please don't upset or try and get me upset over the fact that I said His, because they are never separated. God is both male and female. Goddess is a female. Goddor is a male. And so they come together, male and female. That's the whole order of heaven. Well, that's it for today, I guess, for this period. Thank you for your moderations in what you've done and asking the questions, you guys. Mr. and Mrs. Mouse. And they're not going to help you fund mouse folks.
That's okay. We'll definitely be okay with that.
Yeah.
Well, all of the questions were amazing, and I love the way we wrapped it up with your consensus on that last question. It was wonderful. And do you have any last-minute thoughts that you want to add today, Ron?
Just the thoughts that let's learn to love ourselves. Don't be critical about yourself. Don't judge yourself. Allow yourself to be who you are without any judgments, and you'll find that will really work out for you. We don't judge. We don't pretend like we know better than other people for their own lives. So let's just learn how to love each other and learn how to love ourselves, and it'll all work out.
Amazing, because love is always the answer. Well, very good. We will say thanks to everybody, and we will have another series of questions next week. And many blessings to all of you that are listening. Good night. Bye, Ron.
Goodbye. Love you all.
Love you too.